So your research project outline is due soon, but we're not going to freak out. When I evaluate your outline, here's what I'm going to be looking for. First, I want to know your content. What information are you going to include? You've been doing a lot of research, so now what are you going to say in your research project? Your organization of your information I want to know about. Where are you going to say what? What will the chronology or the order, the structure of your ideas be? Lastly, I want to know which sources you're going to be citing within your paper. Do you have 7 sources to cite from? And do you know where in your paper you'll be citing them? Those are the criteria I'm going to base your grade on for the outline. So here's what I'll be looking for in terms of your content. Obviously, this will cover a lot. Clearly, I'm looking for information on your charity, your nonprofit organization we've dedicated the last month or so to researching. This information will cover lots of areas. Of course, I'm interested in hearing about the programs and services they offer. I want to know whatever you were able to uncover regarding their financial information through resources like Charity Navigator or Better Business Bureau Wise Giving Alliance, GuideStar, and whatever they self-report on their website. Or even annual reports, anything else you were able to uncover. If there's been any news coverage over your organization or the cause that it serves, that would be great to hear. Sometimes even an organization has been involved with some controversy. I want to hear that too. That can be very important in your paper. Sometimes events and individual stories can be great in this area as well. So, any noteworthy fundraisers they've had or that they've sponsored, or some human interest stories, not necessarily your personal story, but about individuals who've been served by the charity you've researched. And maybe most importantly, what is the need for your organization? What's the background information on why your organization exists at all? That gives us an idea of the importance of their work. So this is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. So when I look over your outline, I will also be looking for the organization of your paper, or when you'll say what you'll say. Again, you've got some options available to you for the format you want to use with the organization of the outline. You can use a standard outline, with Roman numerals and letters and numbers, the whole bit. If you don't want to be that formal about it, you can do a list or bullet points if that works more naturally for you. Or some people just like to jump in with a draft. If you want to start drafting the body of your research paper and use that for your outline, that's fine, as long as you're covering all the required areas, like with your content, your organization, and your sources. So whatever works best for you. Mainly though, what I want to see is, do you know when you're going to say what you have to say? So here's how I'm going to evaluate the presence of your sources in your outline. You're going to give your content, you're going to give your information, and then after you give that information, provide the first element from your works cited, whether it's an author's last name or the name of the article. Whatever the first part of the entry is on your works cited, on your bibliography, give that. And then give the paragraph number from within the article where you found it. Or some sources don't work very well with paragraphs because maybe it's a graph or it's a table or something. Then put in that mark N.PAG, which means no page number available. But that's what I'm going to be looking for. The first element from the works cited and about where I can find it within that works cited. And of course, if you happen to have a typical print source that fewer and fewer of us have anymore, go ahead and cite a page number instead of a paragraph number. And then the last area of concern students have is, how long should this thing be? Well, there's no right answer, but a pretty good rule of thumb is this. If you have written in some sort of outline format, like a formal outline or bullet points, I think if your outline is about half the required length of your paper, that's a sign that you're in the ballpark. It's not a perfect guideline, but it's a pretty good sign. Okay, guys, do your very best with this, because the more organized and the more precise your outline can be, the easier it's going to be to write this paper. You're going to be able to fly on autopilot when you're tired if you've got a good outline. So really dedicate the time with this. Remember, this year we are playing chess instead of checkers. We're thinking strategically. So good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.